Hello everybody, this is your boy Kenneth reporting from the KTookes spot, giving you all a brand new video, and today it is on Mariah Carey's newly released album, I Am Mariah The Elusive Chanteuse. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been, anticipating how is this album going to sound? Is it worth buying? Am I going to get my money's worth? So I'm going to answer all those questions right now with a one-word answer. Hell, well, not one word, but two words. Let me correct that. Two words. Hell yes. And I know a lot of you guys, have been hearing different things going on, with Miss Mariah, or I should say Mrs. Cannon, if you want to be appropriately correct. But when you hear the album, it is, if you have the standard version, it is 14 tracks now, and then the deluxe version is 18 tracks. Now, a lot of you guys have been wondering, okay, give me the lowdown, give me the tea. What's the tea about the album now? Tea about the album is amazing. I was pleasantly surprised, and I'm gonna give you guys, my honesty, and just from each song. Now, track number one, "Cry," a beautiful soulful track that took me back to her album. Like her subtitled Mariah Carey album. And the Emotions album, and also it gave me like a rainbow and glitter type of feel, glitter soundtrack in her Rainbow album, because it was just very soulful, yet it was very emotional. It took me back to those albums, from the essence of Mariah Carey. Now, when you get into track number two, called "Faded," it was produced by Michael Made It. Now, when you hear the track, you're gonna know it's Michael Made It. But it was a very laid-back track. I was pleasantly surprised because I was like, okay, interesting. I was like, okay, let me, just lay back, just relax. And it gave me that feel. And it was straight to the point. It was interesting. I was going to say that. Now, "Dedicated," track number three, that's featuring Nas, and it was produced by Hit. That's one of the three tracks that Hit Boy produced. As you guys know, Hit Boy, he's produced big hits like with Brandy, like "First Love" off her Human album. He also did, the Jay-Z and Kanye West track "Niggas in Paris," different other stuff. But Hit Boy, you brought it, or AKA Chauncey Hollish, you brought it. I'm sorry to put your government out there, Hit Boy, but you did a great job with that track, and it just took me back to the just flat out just hip hop R&B, flat out good tracks. Track number four, which you all know is the hit song, and it's the smash hit. "Beautiful" featuring Miguel, which you all know. That's a beautiful song. I love it. It's beautiful like the song is, but it's a very strong track. And I feel like when you heard it, you hear this album, that's one of the strong tracks, I could tell you. Now, track number five is "Thirsty." Like I said, it's the second track produced by Hit Boy. That's for anybody that's that's haters. We hate on people, and then you hate on people for no reason, and you just you look stupid and you look thirsty. So just pour a cup for them, and just let them know they're thirsty. Here's something to drink on. That's all I'm going to say that track is about. Now, track number five is a song called "Make It Look Good." I love that song. When I heard the song, sorry if y'all see my notes floating around, but I have to, it's just so. This is such a great album. I had to really write down everything word for word on what how I feel. And a lot of you guys, when you hear the song, the track is gonna sound like you're gonna be like, wait a minute, I know this track, but it samples the OJ song "Let Me Make Love to You," and I love that song from the OJs. And I just thought the way Mariah did it, the way it was on Mariah's album, it just fit perfectly with just the flow of how Mariah was singing it, and she just brought it on that song. Now, what is this? Track number six is not six, but track number seven. Let me correct myself. Track number seven, Lord, don't let me forgive me, is "You're Mine Eternal," which you guys know that's the single that's out, because it's two different versions of that song. The original with Mariah that's on this album, and the remix featuring Trey Songz. Now, the Trey Songz version is not that bad, but I really prefer more the original. But it was produced by Mariah Carey and Rodney Darkchild Jerkins. If you guys know who he is, he's worked with Brandy, he's worked with Destiny's Child, Janet Jackson, all those different type of artists. But when I first heard the song, I was like, it was okay. But when I really got into the song, really hearing it with the album, it's really great. I was like, okay, this is interesting, because at first it took time for me to really love the song. I had to keep it real with you. It took me time to like "You're Mine Eternal," but I really like it now. Now, the next track, which you guys know, You guys probably heard it on Good Morning America, probably like about a week or 2 weeks ago. Is the song called "You Don't Know What to Do" featuring Wale, which she performed that on Good Morning America. Now, when I first heard the song, the way Mariah began the song, it gave me a gospel feel, but at the same time, when she really got into the song, after she was breaking it down, just vocally wise on the piano, when the piano was playing, it gave me the club feel. But I just love the song. Amazing. Wale, you did a great job rapping on it. Thought it was a great flow for it. Now, the next song is called Supernatural, and that was one of the cutest songs. And it's featuring her on her twin babies. She called them babies. Monroe, and her daughter Monroe and her son Moroccan, and y'all know it was Rock and Roll. And it was just it gave me a lullaby song, and it gave me like a lullaby vibe, and I thought it was cute just hearing the kids on the song. And Mariah, how she does, and I love Mariah Carey to death, because she'd be like, "Darling, these are them babies, darling." Now, the next song, Meteorite, I love that song. And a lot of you, when I hear the song, it gave me a club vibe. But a lot of you guys are going to be very shocked to know that Q-Tip, the rapper Q-Tip of Tribe Called Quest, he produced this song. And I was going crazy. I was like, all right, now, this is the type of song. It gave me like a club vibe. It took me back to like when she did the Glitter soundtrack. Just the feel of it, like very club, but very fresh, but at the same time, high energy. Now, the song Camouflage, it was beautiful vocals with piano playing in the background, and just Mariah just letting her voice just speak for itself. And I had to give Mariah her props on that, because you did a great job on that song. Now, Money featuring Fabolous, and it's the third track produced by Mr. Hit Boy himself. The song wasn't bad. I was like, okay, interesting. Fabolous did his thing. And, it wasn't bad. I was just like, okay, interesting. It flowed. Fabolous did his job. Mariah did her job. I was like, okay, interesting. Now, the next track is one of my favorites. It is the song One More Try. It is the George Michael cover that she did. And I was surprised at Miss Mariah, because, George Michael's song One More Try has been one of my all-time favorite songs from him. Other songs that he's done, but because, when I've heard people remake the song, I think those people I've heard besides Miss Mariah brought it. She dug deep in her inner soul and them vocals, and she sounded amazing. And she hit that high note, that whistle note, and I was like, Mariah, girl, you gonna hurt somebody with hitting that high note, letting everybody know what's up. But Mariah, you did a great job. That cover, you made it your own, and nobody can take that away from you, because you and then the group Divine, who had a big song in 1998 called Lately. They remade the song One More Try, and they did a great job as well. But Mariah, you did a great job on it. You did it your way. And I feel like George Michael, if he's watching this video or if he's listening to that song, you made him proud. Now, the next song is called Heavenly. Now, it's doing with, samples of different songs like No Ways, Tired, and then, the song Can't Give Up Now. And when I heard it, it just took me back to church. Mariah, I felt like Mariah was singing, had a choir in the back, singing with her, but she really brought it on that song. And I feel like anybody that need a gospel inspirational track, that's the track you should listen to, called Heavenly. Now, if you have the deluxe, that was the ending of the standard version. Now, if you have the deluxe version, I'm going to tell you straight up. Track number 15 is a song called It's a Rap. It's featured, it's originally the song that was on her Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel, but this new version features Mary J. Blige, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, Mariah and Mary J. Blige, they sounded good. I was kind of a little, at first when I heard the song, I was like, okay, let me give it a little listen. At first I was like, okay, now I don't know if Mary trying to do it good, did as good, but I think Mary did a great job for her, her vocals, and Mariah, because I'm used to hearing Mariah's version of It's a Rap, but I thought it was pretty decent. I wasn't pissed off. I thought it was very beautifully done. And just hearing Mary on this, I was like, okay, Mary put her little flavor to it, even though we all know how Mariah sings it. But with Mariah's vocals and just hearing Mary J. Blige vocals added to it, it gave it that extra kick. And I thought it was a smart move of whoever, I don't know if it was Mariah or the label, whoever it was. Great job. Now, the other song that was off the Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel, when you hear the deluxe version, is a song called Bet You Gon' Know, featuring R. Kelly. That was another great version of that song. Because when you hear R. Kelly and Mariah, you're gonna be like, okay. Because at first I was kind of, kind of like wondering how is it gonna sound, but R. Kelly brought it, Mariah brought it. Job well done. Now I know a lot of you guys heard the song "The Art of Letting Go." That's the last track off the the last song track, and I feel like it was, I like that song. It's one of those songs, you need a little push and just let everybody know, letting you know that everything's gonna be okay. Just the art of letting go. So you just gotta let go of the stress, let go of anybody that may be hating on you. I feel like it's one of the great songs anybody can check out. If you don't, I know some people may not like it, but I feel like when you hear it, you have the deluxe version, it'll just calm your nerves. That's just all I'm gonna say about it. And then the last track is the outro. It wasn't really a song; it's just the outro of Mariah talking about, it's called "Me, I Am, The Elusive Chanteuse," just talking about Mariah, what she was going through. And then, it's a drawing. If you guys have the physical copy of her album, what she did when she was 3 years old. How she felt creative-wise. But I feel like a lot of you, if you like Mariah, and just the Lambs, period. The Lambs album, I love the Lambs. So all the Mariah fans who she called her Lambs, love you all. Hopefully you guys got inspired by just how I reviewed this album. And I know Mariah, if she was here, and Mariah, if you're watching this, I'm doing this because I love you, but because I got you down packed. And I know one of my best friends, and everybody else knows this, because I got you down packed, so nobody don't judge me on this. But when Mariah, I know Mariah will be like, yes, darling. Like, darling, this is the best album. Oh, are you catching me at the right light, darling? But I know Mariah will be like, Mariah will love you. Hopefully you love this, and hopefully you guys are inspired by it, because Mariah, you inspired me. I've always loved your voice since you first came out in 1990 with Vision of Love. So hopefully you guys keep up with Mariah. If you want to keep up with Miss Mariah Carey, you can follow her on Twitter and Instagram at Mariah Carey. And if you want to keep up with what I do, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at KTookes. The show that you're watching, the KTookes Spot, you can follow it on Twitter also at KTookes Spot. And make sure you guys please like this video by thumbs up in the video. Make sure you, like I said, like it, share the video. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. And, comment. Let me know what you all think about the about Mariah's album, Me, I Am, The Elusive Chanteuse, because if I had to give it out of, like out of, probably I say, like 5 stars, I'll give it like 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was a great album. I don't want to say 5, making it perfect, because there's some song, you want to make sure, I don't want to say it's her best album, because it's up there with her previous albums. But I can just tell you that it's a great album. You won't be disappointed. Soulful wise, the R&B pop fans and hip hop fans, 2 thumbs up. You're gonna love it. So hopefully you guys have been inspired by this review. And this is your boy Kenneth signing off from the KTookes Spot, and we'll talk to you later.